Good morning, everyone. Hello. I hope
Hello.
you've had a really good week. Welcome to Youth Church this week.
Today, instead of a game, we're going to start off with telling you a story through the medium of acting. Hopefully you enjoy it. This is the story of Gideon in the Bible, and let's go. God was very angry with the Israelites. They were worshipping false gods and idols. Because of this, God left them in the destructive hands of the Midianites. After 7 years of this, the Israelites called out to God to help them. And God sent Gideon. Gideon was a small young boy cutting wheat, and an angel appeared before him and said, "The Lord is with you, mighty warrior." Gideon asked for a sign to prove it was the Lord speaking to him. He brought a food offering, which burst into flames. He realized it was God. Gideon then called the people to fight the Midianites. He asked God for another sign. He asked God to make his fleece the only wet thing on the ground in the morning, and then the only dry thing on the ground the morning after that. God did both of these things, and Gideon knew that God was with them. The Lord then told Gideon that he needed to downsize his army because they will know that it was God who won the battle for them. He asked anyone who was afraid to leave. 22,000 left, 10,000 remained. Then God said, "There's still too many people. Less, please." God instructed Gideon to take them to the water, and whoever drank like a dog to keep. His army was now 300 men. Gideon went down to the Midianite camp and overheard a conversation after someone awoke from a dream. In the dream, one Midianite saw a loaf of bread tumbling down a hill to their tents. The other Midianite knew exactly what this means. Maybe he went to bread prophecy school. And it means the sword of Gideon would lay wrath upon the Midianites. Gideon then knew it was time to attack. Gideon's army all had trumpets and jars with torches in them. They marched to the camp. Everyone blew trumpets and broke the jars and repeated, "A sword for the Lord of Gideon." And the Midianites ran away in terror. God had won the battle for them.
We're going to sing a song now. We've done this one before. It's called "The Joy of the Lord is My Strength." And who doesn't need a bit more joy in their lives?
Though the tears may fall, my song will rise to you. Though my heart may fail, my song will rise to you. While there's breath in my lungs, I will praise you. In the dead of night, I'll lift my eyes to you. Though the waters rise, I'll lift my eyes to you. While there's hope in this heart, I will praise you, Lord.
It's always really itchy when I'm filming or when someone's watching me, and I just constantly itch my face.
Oh. You ready? So now we have a very, very special guest in the form of my very lovely and very talented cousin, Jo. She's written loads of songs, and as soon as we kind of decided to do the story of Gideon, Jo's song called Gideon came into my head. She wrote it years and years and years ago, but I've always loved it. And so I asked her to do a little introduction of the song for you and explain the story behind it, and also we're then going to hear Jo's song. So yeah, over to Jo.
Hi, I'm Jo, and I wrote the song Gideon many, many years ago, when I was still single. Actually, after quite a painful breakup. Basically, the guy had just ended things, and I didn't have an explanation, didn't understand what had gone wrong, and he was then basically blanking me and not wanting to talk at all, which was really horrible. I didn't really handle rejection very well in my younger years anyway, and to kind of not know what had happened and not be able to kind of talk things through was really hard. I'm sort of someone who doesn't like to not be in control, and in any kind of disagreement or conflict in a relationship, I always want to try and fix it and to do everything I can to kind of bring that person back on my side and kind of fix everything. And so, my instinct was to kind of just keep trying and keep reaching out to him and, send him all kinds of emotional letters, which I'm sure would have been very unhelpful. So I was praying about this and kind of, what should I do, God? I really need help. And God really kind of put the story of Gideon in my mind, and the whole part of the story where God tells Gideon to send all, the vast majority of his army home and to fight on with really a very, very small number of soldiers. And the reason he says that he wants Gideon to do this is so that when the battle is won, Gideon will know that it was God who won the battle for him and that it wasn't his own effort. And I really felt like God was saying to me, put all your weapons down, stop trying to fix this. I'm going to fix this for you. You just need to wait. I really felt like that's what he was saying. But obviously that was hard to do. And so I had a lot of doubt during that period and kind of kept kind of going back and going, is this really have you really said this to me? Have I heard you right? But as he often does, God kind of confirmed this in a few different ways, and Gideon just kept kind of coming up in things I was reading and hearing, and it kept kind of, that sense of just, you just need to wait. This is going to be sorted out. It is going to be fixed, but you don't need to do anything. And so I wrote this song as kind of a declaration of trusting God in that time where it was all still very messy and very painful. But I was saying, okay, God, I'm going to trust you, and you've told me to not do anything and to not try and fix it. So I'm going to trust you and wait for you to do what I think you've promised to do. It took a few months. A few months later, we did start talking again. And there was still that kind of element of, it still didn't feel like it was resolved. And some of my friends were saying, look, you didn't think you'd ever be talking again, you're friends again, that's the most you can hope for. But I thought, no, this still isn't, God hasn't done quite what I thought he had promised. And a few months on from there, just in a completely normal conversation, out of the blue, he just suddenly apologised for everything and said how sorry he was for kind of how he'd acted in our breakup and all of that stuff. And it was like immediate emotional healing. It was like all of that was suddenly resolved. And it really felt like God had come through for me. So so that's the story behind this song. And I think there's lots of times in our lives where for whatever reason we can't fix things, and we have to just go, God, we need you to do what only you can do, and we need you to come through. So I guess this is a song for those times.
The situation's looking bleak now, Lord. There ain't no earthly reason to believe that things will change. I could try again, 1 more, 2 more, 3 more times, but you told me to wait. And like Gideon,
thank you so much to Jo for letting us use her song and for being a part of this service today. It was really great. We hope you've really enjoyed it today.
Yeah, I've certainly found it very encouraging that even when our situations seem impossible and too big for us, actually sometimes all we need to do is just stop and remember how amazing and how powerful God is, and that He can fight for us in our difficult situations.
Awesome. So yeah, we will see you next week for another service. In the meantime, stay blessed. No, I won't do that. That's terrible. In the meantime, we hope you have a really good week. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.